Hello, fellow budgeters and savers. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Of course, I'm Gina of Gina Renee RN Budgets. If you're new here, I am a work from home corporate RN consultant. I know it sounds big and drawn out, but it's really not. I normally travel to my assigned clinics, but due to the current conditions of our country, our travel has been restricted to only if it's absolutely necessary. The last time I traveled, I got really sick, and I attributed that to being in the airports. So therefore, I probably won't be traveling anytime soon. On this channel, I hope to share a little of my family, finances, and lifestyle, which could range anywhere from cash and digital envelope stuffing, budget with me's, how to save and stretch your budget, couponing, grocery hauls, etc. So, if this type of content interests you or can be helpful to you, please consider pressing that subscribe button. But don't just stop there. Also, click the notification bell right next to it so that you can be notified every time I post a new video. Also, you can show your support by giving me a thumbs up and by clicking the like button, and leave a comment as you see fit. I apologize. I live on a busy street. Kind of is what it is. There's never a good time to film videos. Anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted, thank you so much for just choosing to even watch this video. Without further ado, let's get on to my cash envelope stuffing. Now, today, what I will be doing is just simply stuffing my daily spending, which is the envelopes that I carry around in my wallet from day to day. All right, so we're gonna start. I'm gonna get my wallet. We can move the debt payment out the way. We know it's coming. And of course, we need that cash. This stuffing is very simple because I just made it easy on myself. So I got 300 bucks, 15, $20 bills. I'm not even going to use my cash tray. Here we got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 300 buckaroos. All right. So first, let's see what we got left. See how we did this week. Let me get my wallet out the way. All righty, guys. Groceries. Okay, I see something in there. Let's see what we got. Groceries. We got $22. That's good, right? 21.2. So we know this 20 is going to go, let's see, to debt. And these two are going to go to my 5s and 1s. All right. Household, nothing. I'm a couponer, so that's most of my household money. Snacks, what you all think? Snacks. You already know ain't no snack money left, because even if it's $1 left, I'm gonna go to Dollar Tree before I have to unstuff my envelopes. Don't judge me. Okay, spending. Okay, we got some money in spending. Oh, I wanted it to be all of it, but I'll take the $20. So $20 left in spending, which will also go towards debt. Gas, somehow my husband put gas in the car, and so the money that I put up for gas, it just ended up in my spending. Okay, but okay, next time, for real, guys, I'm gonna hold on to that gas money. If my husband puts gas in the car, I need to put that to debt. Come on, y'all, encourage me. Leave a comment below and say, girl, hold on to that gas money, because you know better. Unbudgeted, I had stuff come up, but we did do a lot in terms of clearing some bills out of our budget. So I did have to use some money to make that happen. And if you want more details about that and to see how we kind of freed up almost $500 of cash flow in our monthly budget, then look back at my previous video. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I don't know how to put it in no iCards and all that. I'm just not that fancy yet. So just go back and look. It's the video I posted earlier today. Okay? So that's our envelopes emptied. And then I remembered my coins today. And I got a lot of coins. But I don't think I'm gonna put them. Look at this. I'm not gonna put, I think I took some of this from my husband because I'm not putting all this in here on camera because I just, you know, I don't have patience like that, y'all. So I put my pennies in here. Somebody gave me this for my birthday. Not a day over fabulous. It's a cup or a wine, something, but I just been putting my pennies in here, and I'm pretty close to having to find something else to do with my pennies. And then my silver, I just put in the treat fund. And then of course my dollars, I have a bank for that cannot be opened unless you completely ruin it. So that works for me. Okay, ready guys? Let's go, let's go. You know, it feels good to stuff your envelopes. It's like filling your tank up with gas. Like if you've been on E and you like, oh man, you know, you just get a different feeling when your car is filled up. I get a different feeling with my envelopes are filled up. Okay, now I got to get my cheat sheet over here because I'm known to mess some stuff up. All right, so groceries, $100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Y'all, I'll be doing it, counting this money, right? It's like I just get the feeling for the money. Now let's see if we can get the envelope open because I put lotion on my hands again. Here we go. So, fresh grocery money. And I'm about to use that probably. Alrighty. Household will get $20. So that's easy. 20 bucks for household. And in there, 20 bucks. That's my couponing money. And honey, wait till I start loading all those couponing deals that I do. Snacks, yeah, that's my favorite too. $20 for snacks. I gotta go refill my double bubble gum. I like the fruit flavored ones in the purple bag. Ooh, those are my fave, for real. They just have your mouth so juicy. All right, snacks. My spending money is 80. Let's see if we can pick up 80. 20, 40, 60, 80. Y'all don't play with me with this money, okay? Don't play with me with this money, all right? $80 for spending. Get this open. Then, of course, yes, we're going to put in gas. $40, 20, 40 for gas. Even though I'm prayerful that my husband will continue to put gas in the car. So, shh, shh, shh. Okay, shh. Be quiet. Don't tell him. And finally, for unbudgeted, we got 20, 40 bucks left. All right. Get this in here. Unbudgeted is stuffed. And we are back refilled for this week. All right. Put that back. Ready. Now, let me put this. It's a bank to my left. I promise y'all. I'm slipping it in there, but I just don't feel like moving all that stuff around. It's kind of big, so I keep it on the corner of my desk, but I've shown it before in my previous video. So, debt payment. We're going to take this 20, add it. Oh, it's already open because I went in it and paid a debt. $40 into debt payment. I will complete my tracker off camera. As you guys can see, I had 155 in here, but I made a loan payment. Well, really, I paid the whole loan off, but it was more than 155. So I started back at zero. But that's the point of the envelope, right? All right, and this other stuff, the other envelopes in here, I only stuff bi-weekly, which is on my payday. So, that being said, guys, we're all done. Stay tuned. I have a treat for you guys. A lot of people commented and requested to see my caramel Frappuccino recipe, my dupe from Starbucks, McDonald's, whatever floats your boat. And I filmed it, and I have it coming right after this. So just don't click off. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Bye, guys. Don't forget, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and turn on your notification bell. Love you guys. Bye-bye. All right. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the much requested, much anticipated at-home recipe for a dupe of a Starbucks. You could call it their caramel frappuccino, a McDonald's caramel frappe, a caramel macchiato, whatever you want to call it. It kind of just depends on the ingredients that you're going to use. Now, the first one I'll start off with is the recipe that I use because technically I'm not a big coffee fan. So therefore the ingredients that I use makes me end up with a product that doesn't have a very strong coffee flavor. Okay, that being said, I start off with any flavor iced coffee that you prefer. It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be this one. This is just my favorite. And then I use the coffee creamer, again, whatever flavor that you prefer. Of course, you got to have the whipped cream, and then the caramel sauce. There's different variations of each thing, and maybe at the end I'll go over some different variations that I know. Now, in the event that you're a big coffee drinker, what you would do is you would replace your iced coffee with espresso. This is instant espresso powder, and of course you would follow the instructions to make 1 shot, 2 shots. Hey, that's on you. However many shots of espresso that you need to get you going, that's up to you. But you would use however many shots of espresso that you prefer, and in place of the iced coffee. The only thing that you would need to add is probably, I would think, some milk to dilute it down a little bit. And I had to play with this recipe a little just to kind of get the exact kind of measurements of what I need. Now, I have a big blender, but I figured since we're in the budgeting world and we're talking about saving money and things like that, I found this little gadget at Walmart. It's the Mainstay brand. I'll try to link it in my description box, but I think it costs 10 bucks, and you'll see it works perfect. So I start with this. This renders, there's a max line here, but this renders, I usually use like a 16-ounce cup. I got these from Amazon as well, just to kind of make me look official. But what you could do, and some of you probably already have a reusable Starbucks cup or something like that. So that's perfectly fine. The key is to just make sure you just use enough to fit your cup. So I know for a fact, when I fill this to this max line, it'll pretty much give me what I need for this 16-ounce cup. So depending on your cup, you would probably need to either use a bigger machine or do it twice, use a blender maybe, but fill all your ingredients in your cup. That way you know your end product is going to fit in your cup. Okay, so I'm gonna get the ice. And the key to getting a perfect consistency is your ice to liquid ratio, okay? So you want to have a little bit more liquid than you do ice, just so it's not like a slush, but it is slushy, if that makes sense. So I start off with my iced coffee, and I just gauge it to what I like. So I kind of go maybe halfway, because like I said, I'm not a coffee fan. And so for me, it's more of the creamy deliciousness than anything else. So if you were using espresso, you would put your espresso, which probably wouldn't take much room, and add some milk to dilute it down. And then I go in with the rest. Now see, my ice is starting to float. That's what you want it to do. So that's good for me. Don't judge me. Don't judge me, guys. Okay? So then your caramel sauce, you need about a teaspoon to 2. Use your judgment. I just eyeball it. Yes, it's calories, but I'm thinking that's about two teaspoons, okay? And since I hate to do this, but you can see my ice is floating, but I can tell because I make it a lot that I probably need a little bit more liquid. All right, that's it, okay? Then put this on. I kind of help it out a little bit, shake it before I put it on. And then it just goes in the machine. And voila. Now, before I do that, I take my cup, which I probably should have put ice in here first because it makes it all watery. But anyway, I take my caramel sauce and decorate my cup. All right. Cup, I didn't have it on tight. And I usually like kind of go short because I like a lot of whipped cream. Like I said, don't judge me, okay? Whipped cream. Caramel sauce, of course, the crisscross pattern. And come back this way. And that's it. Mmm. Delicious, guys. I promise you won't be disappointed. The only difference that I found with the caramel ribbon crunch, hold on, toffee bits. Now I couldn't find the correct one, but you want to look for the one that's just the toffee. It doesn't have the chocolate on the outside. It's called Bits O Brickle or something like that, but it's the toffee without the chocolate. But hey, what's wrong with chocolate? If you want, you can also use this probably. I would break it up a little bit smaller because these chunks tend to be a little big and won't get through your straw. But this is what they use for caramel ribbon crunch. This is up to you. Xanthan Gum. Now, let me see if I can show you yet. What tends to happen is once this sits around a little bit, it tends to separate. What I mean is it gets like liquid and then the frothiness at the top. So what you can do is add to your mix just 1/8 of a teaspoon. 1/8 of a teaspoon of xanthan gum. And what it does is it keeps it more uniform. It'll keep it from separating. It's like this is a thickener, right? A thickener. So this will keep it all one consistency, you know, even if it sits around a little bit. Also, you can also use a teaspoon of instant Jello pudding instead, and that'll also be a thickener for you and keep it more uniform. If you're one of those vanilla girls that likes the pumps of vanilla, I'm not a fan. To me, the ingredients I use makes it taste perfect to me, but all you got to do is add vanilla extract. This is all you do. You would replace my iced coffee with like a cold brew, unsweetened, okay, all black. You would use it kind of like you use the espresso. You could also just use the espresso with some skim milk, of course, like I talked about earlier. Then I just use 0 sugar coffee creamer. I use sugar-free caramel syrup. I use sugar-free caramel syrup. Same process. I'm not going to make one because I don't want one sugar-free. I want the one that I had. Also, if you don't have the caramel syrup, you could use a little monk fruit for sweetener if you just like it a little bit sweeter. But same thing, your ice, and just use your ratios. You might have to drink a couple and say, you know what, I'd like a little bit more coffee taste, or I'd like it a little bit more milky or creamier, or I'd like it a little more caramely. And just as you make it, you decide. You know, it's just similar to if you go to Starbucks and you're telling them,
oh, 2 pumps of vanilla, extra caramel, or whatever the case may be. Use your judgment. Kind of start off with your Starbucks order in mind, and maybe start from there and see if you can kind of mimic your drink that you normally get. I promise you guys will not be disappointed. I'm telling you, it's delicious and it's cheap. The ingredients that you buy to make these, I only drink 1 per day. Okay, only drink 1 per day. But my ingredients probably last me maybe 10 days. I can get maybe 10 drinks, maybe more, out of the ingredients that I buy. So you do the math. So we're talking less than 10 bucks. You could get 10 Starbucks. Hello. You can't beat it. So it's at least worth a try. If it's just not your jizz or whatever, if it's not your thing, you just like going to the drive-thru, waiting in line, spending all your money. Hey, do you, boo? But if you want to save, I feel like even if it doesn't mimic Starbucks perfectly, just the savings alone makes it worth it, and I can kind of deal with it. I can adjust my taste buds and make it right, just so that, and it's convenient. You don't even have to leave the house. So, especially in these times, you know, I try to minimize, you know, going out a lot, period. So for me, this is my savior for my drink of choice in the morning. Okay, guys? Thanks for watching. Hope you guys like it. Let me know in the comments if you try it. Thanks, guys. Money, 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 money.